world that I wanted to create a different world that embraced the sheer isolation that I felt when writing this song. A world where the smog clouds your vision and the taste of metal rarely leaves your mouth. We took inspiration from a Japanese game called Garage Bad Dream Adventure, or Garage, with hints of All Tomorrows by C.M. Kozeman. You've probably seen the memes or something. We wanted it to be about a little half-robot guy dependent on machinery to keep himself alive, wandering around a barren wasteland, just being sad about the world beforehand. My guitarist Ethan keeps comparing it to the film 9, which I can see the visual similarity between, but storyline-wise, I can't remember what happened in that film. We lost the bleeding storyboard, but I had a lot of specific shots in mind that I wanted for it when planning in the early stages, many of which made it to the final cut, like the little guy being chased through the vents, shot of him looking up at the tree picture, wandering through the tunnel, even the grand zoom-out shot of the complex. Other than that, and most of the bridge, we were basically going blind. I really like the idea of a rat. You know, despite zillions of years passing, rats are still around somehow.
I made the rat. The rat is my work. Her name is Capsaicin. Her arch-nemesis is a tenric called Ozempic.
My op's Ozempic as well, but that's for different reasons. The actual premise of this video is that we have the silly bin man. He lives in a shack out in the wasteland. One day he finds a box with a picture of a tree, right? And he's fascinated with this tree. He goes out into the city and illegally works into recreating this tree, because, the Lorax, yada yada. It's supposed to emulate the feeling of abject isolation when you're seeing someone who's done you so much wrong being the hero to others, but you can't do anything about it without sounding like you're the crazy one. All you can do is hope for some semblance of justice, hope for something better. Originally, we were planning to release the video on June 13th, but it was becoming more and more likely that that was not going to happen. To accommodate this gap where the second main single for our debut album would be, I hastily updated the lyrics of How Could Me You so that we could make a single out of that. There were ideas around doing a similar thing for Sickened Is the Mind, but the issue was that the ideas were far too ambitious, especially for, well, a week. To be fair, I would really, really, really want to make some sort of video for that song in the future. It's very narrative, it will work very well. I just need the resources. On the basis of How Could Me You, I set out a plan to completely prepare a video in about a week where I scrawled all the lyrics on a piece of paper as opposed to using a font on a computer to write all the lyrics onto the screen with. I just overlay scrawls of handwriting over it so that it looks proper, Slender-Man-y, maybe. Strangely enough, with how last minute this all was, I'm actually really proud of that video, but people haven't been watching it very much. That's YouTube's fault. The new release date for Kartina was sometime in August, but that was pushed forward as well because I just felt like October was a better time to release it. October's a cooler month, and of course we can intertwine it with the second tour and all of that. This brings us to October 24th, when the video actually released. This was the plan for idoblenderstuffs to create this video to promote it and hopefully get their viewers to see it as well. By putting this behind the scenes on their channel and the music video on our channel so that you get the thing. Kartina, in song and in music video, was meant to encompass an emotion. It can only be described as isolation. The plot itself was made up as we went along for the most part, but it served its purpose. There's a vision of a world beyond, a better world, a better state of being, a longing for what was once there, but a bitter knowledge that that can never return. Hope is gone, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try.
In other words, Kartina is what will happen if woke lefties get into power.